Just us. So cool. So we are actually live, everybody. So um, welcome to my impromptu Q&A, whatever I want to do type of hangout. I'm Keysha Bass, and I'm just really honored to be online. And I miss online. I haven't been like on a hangout. I don't know. Seems like it's been too long. So Eleanor always asks me. She always inboxes me and wants to know, "Are you going to be live tonight?"
Mhm.
So, Eleanor, I'm live today and stuff. I'm excited. Came back from Vegas. I went to Vegas and I actually was really ill. Although the
Mhm.
pictures uh, may not reflect, but I was actually pretty ill there, and I just kind of pushed through it or whatever and stuff. So I think my body was just saying to me like, you just need to take a break, right?
Mhm.
Just rest, okay? And sometimes we just don't, we just ignore it. But I just thought, you know what? I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna just relax. My mom was here, and so I just wasn't online very much. But
Mhm.
nevertheless, because of the momentum of events, um, I think since I came back from the event, I at least sponsor about 4 or 5 people a day. Um,
Mhm.
and it's just a lot of momentum that's going on. So if you want to ride the momentum of events and stuff like that, even if you weren't there, it's okay. It was monumental to be there. So
Mhm.
I have Miss Lisa here who just came back from her little vacation. She's vacationing. Where were you at?
I was in Georgia, right outside of Atlanta, in Lawrence,
Okay.
and
Well,
it was gorgeous, hot,
okay.
nice weather. So yes, I had a good time.
Nice. I'm just gonna post in our group here that people have questions about titles, and then we're talking about titles.
Mhm.
'Cause it's super important. That's something that people have to realize. Like, it's super, super, super important. Um, the titling of your items and stuff. So, Miss Lisa, I want you to
Yes.
share some tips that you could give to our community and stuff about titling their items. Like maybe, what's the thought process the person should go through when titling. So, love
Well, what I do with my listings, I put them up, and I always think about the titles. I mean, the titles are probably the most important part of my listing. So when I put it up there, of course, I use keywords, and I try to put, the most important ones, the first three, like that's taught. Put your three keywords, the most important words first. And then I try to think outside the box a little bit when I do my titles. Like you say you're going camping and you might want to put hunting and fishing and all that kind of stuff out there, log cabin or something, but something different. And people tend to, you know, navigate to the different. Like they like different. They don't like the normal. Put
it.
some people's titles are like, oh, this extra large shirt is navy blue with long sleeves. They don't want to see that. You know what I'm saying? You gotta mix it up a little bit. But and then I watched my listings to see how many watches I have or how many views I've had. If they're low, then I make sure I change my title.
Okay.
I'm always, I stalk my page. I stalk my eBay page because I want to make sure that the numbers are moving and at least I'm getting some views on it. I mean, if it's just sitting there for a couple of days and I have like no views or anything, then I'm going to switch it up. I mean,
Okay.
sometimes I might switch it up totally. And then when I do that, I notice my views jump up and then I'll get a sale. Like the other day, I tweaked the title and I didn't even hit the button good, and I got a cha-ching. And then I had another cha-ching back to back, and they were the two items that I had just tweaked the titles on. It wasn't even 5 minutes.
Whoa. So
So,
so you tweaked the title, and so okay. So let's walk through this. And actually, people were asking me for the link. So give me just a minute because I have some really good questions. This is why I like impromptu. This is what happens. And those that show up blow up, right?
mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's see here. Let me see. So I wanted the link, so let me just make sure they got that. And so if you guys have questions too, you can actually put them on the if you click the link, you can go to the actual 22 Social link, and I'll be looking in the comments for your questions there. So if you have questions for Lisa about tiling and stuff, then man, she's online. So I would just totally take advantage of it. Um, okay, so when you, let's say you list something, right? And
Hmm.
what's kind of, how long do you let it sit, like before you actually change it? You know?
I change it after a couple days, maybe
Okay.
3 days the most. The
Okay.
most. So I'll watch it, and if it only has like 1 or 2 views, or most of the time I have some views. I hardly ever have 0 views. So if it just has a few views and it's been 3 days, then I'll tweak the title.
Okay. Okay. Gotcha. So if we look at something and it just has,
This,
you listed it, has like 2 or 3 views and it's been there
hmm
for 3 days,
hmm
that's not a good title.
right. And sometimes it's just a matter of switching the placement of the title too. Like I'll
Okay.
switch the words, like I'll put maybe the third word first, or I'll switch some words around and
Wow.
keep the same words, just flip them around a little bit, and that seems to work.
Wow. So if
Hmm.
you were listing like a tent,
Hmm.
and if you were had listed it like, an Ozark tent is like a tent manufacturer, I see it.
Hmm.
You gotta put like Ozark camping, blah blah
Hmm.
blah blah, right? Now if I
Right.
go back, if I look at it and it's like just a few views, then I probably would switch to Ozark, or maybe take Ozark out. Maybe Ozark's not even an important word.
Right.
I'm gonna look for it, Ozark camping.
Hmm.
I don't know. So you may change it and just put tent camping.
I mean,
Um,
right.
and try and
And most of the time, I don't put the name brand in the title.
okay,
I make sure it's in the description, but I don't put it in the title.
okay, gotcha. That's good to know. That's really good to know. So
Hmm.
take out the things that people won't necessarily be looking for.
Right.
Yeah, because you I don't think Ozark is really a brand that people like.
Hmm.
Oh, I
Hmm.
gotta have an Ozark tent.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So
Okay, got
yeah,
it.
I don't put any, no name brand names or any, I don't put that up there.
Okay, okay, got it. Cool, Eleanor. What about you in Thailand? Because you have some. We were just talking, and actually Eleanor has some things with some really good views, and she's almost. It looks like you almost have yours down to a science because you're like, I have 30 something views and 4 watches. This is probably going to sell not long from now. So, what's some titling tips that you can give to people that maybe they're just brand new, just getting started, and this is all new to them, which this is really all new to you. Well, not all new because you work in retail, right? So, but
Yeah.
what
Yeah.
tips would you give to viewers that are watching? Because we actually have quite a few viewers, so you guys, welcome. Be sure if you have a question, you can um, of course post it on the Facebook, the 22 Social Facebook page, or you could put it inside the Facebook group because we did start a thread there as well. So, or just message me on Facebook. Sometimes that may be even easier. But okay, we're talking
Um,
tiling right now, though.
yeah. Make sure that you get a certain amount of space to title. Make sure you use all of it. Short titles are not going to sell. I try to do third tier thinking also.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yep,
Hmm.
I can hear you.
Okay. I try to do third tier thinking as well. Um, right now I'm selling a lot of summer toys.
Okay.
A lot of people are like, okay, beach, right? I do beach, lake, ocean, any kind of body of water, it's going to be in my title.
Okay.
Because you never know. There might be someone who lives right on the ocean and they put ocean in their title. When they're searching for something, you just never know. And I'm getting like, I put it up and 5 minutes later it's got 35 views again.
Wow.
So
Nice, nice, nice.
Hmm.
That's good stuff there.
I
That's
have one of my items has sold 11 times, another one has sold 7 now. It's the same item selling
Hmm.
over and over and over again.
wow. Interesting. And oh my goodness. All right, so I'm just making sure our thread is live because this is some really good information that is being shared. I think that most people just really kind of overthink this. You know,
Hmm.
I think that's really a part of it. Um, okay, so yeah, we are live out there. Overthinking happens. I know my mom joined. So my mom joined right before I went to Vegas, and there's some really really interesting lessons that I learned from my mom coming into business. Okay, hopefully she's not watching, but I love her dearly, right? Like hopefully mom is like not watching the broadcast, okay? But because this is funny, you guys. I have to tell you all this. We come back from Vegas, right, and stuff, and so we had my check fell off. So nevertheless, right, we come back from Vegas, right? So I had to have the check shipped, to the house. But my mom doesn't do Facebook, okay? Not really big, right? She's not really a big Facebook person. I'm trying to see this back here. She's not a big Facebook person, okay, as well. Anyway. Well, so she didn't know that we had gotten, this. She didn't know how much money we had made, honestly, right? My family just really, they don't really, I don't know what it is, right? But I never did. I don't go to, family events and be like, oh my God, I just made 5 figures. What do you do? You know, I mean, I don't do that, right? I still live a pretty normal life. I bought probably a few more purses than I normally do, but, for the most part, I'm still level, right? I'm still, on the ground here. And so they mailed the check to the house, and my mom was like, "Did you make that much money?" And I was like, I'm just like playing it off, like, yeah, yeah, those are our commissions so far in the company, and blah blah. She's like, "Oh my God." She's like, she's like, "I didn't make that much money in a year," So, but yeah, so I thought that was so funny. I was like, "Mom, it's okay." But nevertheless, my mom got started in the company. And my mom's a very good salesperson. I got everything I know from her. And so, but I ended up, I wanted to help her get started, okay? She watched the videos, you guys, but I was still like helping her, like shortcut. Don't ever do it, okay? Like, I don't care if you have family that joins, make them go through the videos and make them, learn the process and just kind of guide them. But don't try and shortcut things and show them all your little tricks of the trade and stuff. Because my mom, I was just like, oh my God, why don't you get this? Like, why? She was like, okay, I'm trying to understand these pictures. I don't get it. And I was like, Mom, you have a master's plus 30. You're not going to tell me you're sitting here trying to figure out pictures, okay? But nevertheless, that was my story. That was my, you know, lesson. That was a lesson to me, and I wanted to make sure that I shared it, with you all, to let the training do what it's supposed to do, and if they have questions, and let them come back and ask you questions. But yeah. So, anyways, I love you, Mom. So just in case you are watching, I really love you, and you're gonna be amazing. She actually made her first sale, which I was so proud of her. She made her first sale and everything, and so she was really excited. No, this is
Awesome.
so. Anyways, I thought I'd get that out. Let me see what questions we have on here. Oh, hey, ladies, what's up? Hey, Mr. High is here. Mr. Dominic. Dominic High. What's going
Keisha, can you
on?
hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Keisha,
Yes.
we can't see your face.
You can't see my face?
No, I see a picture of you and your handsome husband.
Oh, you can't see my face? I don't know what I did. Let's see. Can you see me now?
No?
Eleanor, can
I
you?
see you. Yeah, I
Oh,
see you.
no, I
Switch.
see her in the. Oh, now
Switch.
you're back.
Okay, guys. Cool.
You're back now. Hmm.
Nice. All right. Yeah, sometimes it does that, and I don't know, my screen will do that too. Okay. We got Mr. Dominic High is on. Let's say hi to him. So, anyways, okay. So, tiling. Is there any, where can I find sales similar? Okay, cool. Somebody wants to know where can I find sales similar? All right, let me just open this up and I'm going to show you. Actually, it's after you sell it. Let's see. Give me just a minute. I'm gonna pull it up. Oh, so somebody wants to know where sell similar is, so that's why I'm actually going to some screens right here. So there's a few places like even if you have the eBay app, you can find sell similar inside the eBay app. So once you sell something, oh, my session has expired. That's nice. And I don't know the password by heart. I will show you. Looking for other unsold items? No, I'm not. Automatically relist it. Okay, so I'm going to do this. Okay, I'm coming back. I'm coming. I'm coming. All right. Let me grab a picture of this. All right. So, in an effort to give you the information but not expose my whole eBay account. Okay, let me know when you all can see my screen. Okay, can you see the Jing right here?
Yes.
Okay. So in I'm actually in my sold items, okay? And so if you can see here, these are this is you have a more actions that's going to be so in your sold items there may be multiple ways to do this, right? But I'm just going to share with you how one way you can do it, right? You can do it from the app as well when you see the item on your app. But you can see here, so you can go to sell similar. So once this item is sold, and it may even let you do it when it's not sold, right? But sell similar. You all still see that? Or is my screen going
Hmm.
in? Yep. So there it is. That's what I would recommend you do. Now let me see if I can get out of the screen. Okay, awesome. All right. So that's where it is. Let's see what other questions we have here. So what about things you all have that just don't sell? I mean, what's your rule of thumb for stuff that just doesn't seem to be moving? Do you have a
Well, I had that situation. I posted some Lennox China pieces on my site
uh-huh.
that were my mom's, and she was moving. She just had a lot of it, and they were in perfect condition. She just had them, they were just for display. But I posted them, and they didn't move. I think maybe two did, and I was a little surprised. I thought people would like that stuff, but I guess they don't. But if it stays up there for like a month or so, even if it's not a personal item, I'll take it down and post something else.
uh-huh.
So I give it 30 days. I'll let it stay there. If it has some good views. Now, if it doesn't have any good views, then and I tweak the titles and it's just not, it's not moving. Sometimes I take it down and maybe I might throw up a different version of it.
Okay.
You know.
Right, gotcha.
Mhm.
Actually looking at my screen here. Getting back to my screen. I'm a new iPad Mac user, so I lose my screens. And I'm like, Let's cancel that. I don't know what that is. I'm looking for my screen. So, okay, awesome. Where are you? Let's see. There we go. That was weird. Okay, let's see who else is here. Is this going to be recorded? Yes, it's always recorded. So, hey Kay, welcome. And Sue, yes, we're going to record this. You all have any questions? It doesn't have to necessarily be on titles. Whatever questions you have, then just go ahead and post them or send me a Facebook, and I'll be sure to answer them for you. So we just knocked out how to spell similar, and that was one of the things that we actually learned at the conference. That instead of doing re relist, they now recommend that we do spell similar. So cool. So yeah, so you want to with titling your eBay item. I'm gonna give y'all a tip. Yeah, like that I actually. I'm gonna give you all a site that I've used. It works. No, I think it works better.
Mom, shh, Kia. In a minute. Shh. No.
Yeah, let's see here. I am going to share my screen. And many of you may have seen this. It may not be anything new, but you know, hey, sharing the screen. Okay, so this site here called title-builder.com. I used this before. We actually had a title builder inside of DS Domination. So now I really cross check both of these when I'm actually tiling something. And you just go to the title builder. I don't know about what the other stuff does, honestly. This is the only thing I use on the site, so I can't really vouch for anything else. But let's just say, let me just go to Amazon here. And let's just say this is one we wanted to sell this. I would just put this here, and you can see how it suggests to me the category that that item should be in, and it gives you search the word. I don't know why anybody would just search S. That makes no sense to me. But here's some extra words that they think. But here are the words that they recommend to use. Digger, camo. Maybe that's, that must be the brand or something. Digger S. Something, I don't know. But, pouch, metal edge, detector, ace, pro pointer, blah, 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 blah. So that's definitely one site you can use with, with titling. And I normally just, like I said, I don't just rely on this. I go and use now DS Domination's title builder, because we do have a title builder that's built inside, inside the system. And so I want to make sure that I use that and stuff. Another way that you can get like I say, good keywords is to go, like, this is a Digger's pouch camo. I don't know what. I would probably take a look at this and see exactly what it is. I mean, you can get good keywords in inside of the
Hmm.
description um, sometimes. So this is why they did pro pointer, attaching pro pointer. Okay, that's where they got that from. But this here is a search bar. So I mean, you can go here and see what is it that people are typing in when they are looking for something on Amazon. So people come here and looks like they type in Digger's pouch. They type in Digger's pouch camo. They type in Digger's bone. I don't know what Digger's bone is. They type in Digger's root guard. They type in these. They're typing. These people come here and search for these things. These are search suggestions. So use the suggestions to your advantage, right?
Hmm.
Um, let's see. And then we could go. We could go this route: pouch, bag. I mean, so there's a pouch bag for men that people look for. Um, let's see, what else? Zipper bag with lock, zipper bag. So, so you can kind of, know that this is a search engine, right? So use it to the advantage of knowing that, I can I can literally tap into what people are searching for, right? I mean, literally, I can just tap into that. So you should just do the same. Let's see. Let me see if I have any questions over here. So title builder, is one that you can use, and you can see here, they actually gave some keywords. This is the most searched right here. Looks like Digger. Why? Um, do not put that deodorant on.
I just put it on my arm.
Don't put it on your arm. Oh my God, no, son, you don't need deodorant. Sorry, you guys. So Digger pouch, so you can see it's the same thing. Josh, can you wash that deodorant off his arms, please? So thank God for 14-year-olds. So yeah, so awesome. So let me go back and let me just see if there's any questions so far about what I just shared. Hey Dante, what's up?
Hello.
I'm gonna go over here to my Facebook page. Let me see. Who's saying what? Okay. How are you today, Dante?
I'm doing great.
You're doing great. Have you ordered the product?
Yeah, I actually finished last night. I couldn't go to sleep. It was like 3 o'clock in the morning, but I got it done.
Cool. So I don't know, Vicky, if you're watching, but how do you get started? Is you go through the pro level videos and log into your DS Domination back office and watch the pro level videos. That's how you're going to get started right away. And so you can't do anything until you've gone through the training. I recommend those of you who are brand new to get started, go through the training, right? That's your first order of business is to go through that training and and then get and then start listing items. And if that's not enough, then there's live training that's also recorded in there's a live training that is also recorded each week. I don't know how fast they put the recordings up back there, but if you're brand new, just getting started, all of it's new to you, so you can start back, at the ones they did last year, or, whatever, what I'm saying, and just get going, and then list items. Understand those of you who are just getting started and stuff. Just understand that you don't have to get this perfect, right? Before, I mean, you don't have to be perfect and everything. You may not understand a single thing that I've said today, but understand that if you list an item, Okay, you list an item, and you know, honestly, tomorrow if you got 3 views, your title sucks. I mean, that's hands down, flat out. Is no, you know, you have a title that people are not searching for. So you have to get it in your mind, get into the mind of a buyer when you begin to title your items and list items. I've literally sold stuff that I would never even go to the store and buy it because I have no need for it. But that doesn't mean that there's not a market out there that's looking for this item. Okay? I mean, I'm talking about, you just be creative. Okay? Just be creative. I mean, you can just look around and just think of things to actually to sell, right? I can just look around, my office area and say, okay, what are some of the things that that I would need that people consume every day, right? See, I like the everyday consumption stuff. I like the patio furniture and all that kind of stuff, and I'm giving away some of my secrets, but people don't buy that. Like, they don't just have a need and be like, I'm running to the store to get a patio set. They're going to run to the store to get a patio set. They're going to keep that thing for 5 years or however long until water rust or something happens to it. And then they think about buying another one, right? But there are some things that people consume every day, every week, every month, right? And so you have to think about it like this. Like, there's a store that's in our elite training, and I cannot mention the name of the store. Some people may already know. But there's a store that's in elite training, and I have a friend that lives in New York, okay? And so, I was like, why can't they just go to the store? Because I was selling something, right? I was selling a consumable item, right? And I'm thinking, like, why can't they just go down to the store and buy this? It's at the store. And so she said to me, and I'm trying not to mention the name of the store because I'm like, but she said to me, she's like, Keysha, where I live, we don't have that store here. So we can't just go down to the store and just buy that item because that store is not here. I was like, oh my God, this is brilliant, right? This is actually brilliant. So I began to think about things that people buy that they may not have a store that sells that item. And I go and look for those things to sell. Okay? So you can do the same thing. So when people ask me, I don't know what to sell, and I'm thinking, like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Like, I want to literally throw my computer. Like, when someone tells me they don't know what to sell, I literally want to shut my computer down and disconnect my internet service or something. Because I'm like, I cannot believe, right, that you can't find anything to sell. Yes, sir. Sorry, I'm like the phone. I have a phone being over here, so I monitor phone. But yeah, so it's just that's just the thing you have to get in your mind. There's plenty of things to sell, right? There's stuff everywhere. I literally went, and I'll tell you the story. I literally went because everybody always tell people when they first get started, go to the dollar store. Man, Jennifer Glidden was up here in Seattle, man, and I went to the dollar store, you guys, and I was like, I have my little app, right? I'm scanning stuff at the dollar store, and I was like, oh my God, like, this dollar item is selling, for $8.97 all day long on Amazon, right? It's like, OMG, okay? So, anyways, without, like, giving out way too much information, I just want you to know that you have to just get out of your head, get out of your head space, because whatever you're thinking is keeping you from making money because you're overthinking this whole process. You're overthinking the whole entire operation, and you're missing money, right? And there's people like Dante that sit up 3 o'clock in the morning and just find items to sell, right? And just keep making money. And then then you're like, then you're sending a message to your sponsor and saying you're not making any money and you want to quit and blah 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 blah. And nobody cares, okay? Right? So sorry. Tough love. But there's plenty of money to be made, and there's no saturation and stuff like that. I don't let people call me with that. I'm like, oh my God, this market is saturated. All you guys in DS domination are saturating. And I say to myself, are you kidding me? Like, we only have, like, even if we had, you guys, so I think there's like 70,000 people in DS, maybe.
Right.
I don't know what the numbers are. But do you know how many people are sitting on their butts? They're not even using the training, right? So you have to account for the number of people who are so in their way, in their own way. They're not using the training, and they're not making any money. And so I don't even worry. Like literally, when they do trainings on Wednesday nights, right? I don't care. I have gone from Wednesday night training in Elite and have listed the exact items that he has shown on Elite and sold. Okay, and and then people be like, "Well, I'm not gonna list the items that are in the training because everybody saw them, and so now there's no sales in that." I was like, "Please, I have gone straight from the training and listed them items and made sales because I already know that the majority of you are not going to do it, right? It's just the facts. You're gonna sit up on the webinars and get all excited and and then gonna list a single doggone item and then wonder why you're not making any sales, right? I mean, come on now. I'm like, he's literally showing you items to list. That's when people say, I don't know what to list. He's literally showing you items on the doggone Wednesday night webinars. Just list those items. I just say I tell people do it for the practice. If nothing else, list the items for the practice so that you just get the whole mindset of how to go through it. So anyway, I'm on the
Yeah.
soapbox.
I told my team, two new people, they just joined not even a week ago. They got 3 sales so far off of products from the webinars. I told them to go back through the pro webinars and
Exactly.
list everything that he put down there to make money, and that's what they're doing. So obviously it's working.
Yeah, I mean, it just totally works. Totally works. Um, so don't sleep on the webinars. So now everybody will go back and watch all the webinars and stuff and start listing items because yeah, it's like you're just gonna just do that, right? You can go through all the webinars that we've done since we got started, all the recordings, and list all those items, and title them better. I don't know, use some of the tricks because you have to remember that when he did those webinars, some of the things that he's taught we didn't know then. So people who listed that stuff back then, they didn't know about the keywords and the picture, the photos, the photo scraper, the photo scrambler wasn't available then. So a lot of people have pictures that are not beneficial to them. It's just so much, right? But I just say, go through the webinars, go through the recorded webinars, list items, right? And yeah, and just get over yourself. Okay? That's just what I say. That's what I say. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. Um, awesome. Let's see who sent me a message. I'm so sorry about me and these Facebook friend requests. I am gonna get through them. I promise you. At some point in my life. All right. So what else can I teach you all today? Let me see who's listening. What else can I teach? I haven't been online for a minute, so I'm kind of excited. I was like rushing home. I was gonna stop I can't remember where I was gonna stop. I was gonna stop somewhere. Oh, I was gonna stop by my friend's office on my way home, and I was like, man, I'm just too excited to get online. I can't do it. And then I went by and I saw a closed sign in her office. So I said, bitch, she's not even there. Good. Okay. Where do we go once we turn the link to turn off ads on eBay? It's in marketing, um, it's like in marketing somewhere, Vincent. I think that Dante posted it in the group on how to go about how to do that. So check the group, and it should be in there. If not,
Right. I left it there.
Dante, did you post it in there?
Yeah, I left it in the group. But you just go to my eBay, click on my eBay. Then you go to account, go to marketing tools, settings, and do not cross promote. So account, marketing tools, settings, and do not promote.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Um, yeah, and so you guys, So those of you who are watching, tonight there is an opportunity webinar that will be happening. I highly encourage, if you're already in DS, then don't get on the opportunity webinar tonight, okay? I mean, you might as well save the spots for people to actually that want to be in the company to get on the webinar, because I'm going to tell you, it's just the same thing. Like, it ain't going to teach you anything tonight, okay? So just FYI, so if you could just leave those spots available for people who actually are inviting people to them, then that would be awesome. And the UOP is having a leadership development prosperity creation call tonight. So you want to get on that call. You want to get your team members on that call. If you want to know how to make money online, okay? Many of you are looking for techniques, and it's not the techniques that's going to produce an income for you. It's going to be you being the right person, okay? This is mindset part. It's going to be you being the right person in the right place at the right time, okay? It's going to be you being the right person first, in the right place, at the right time, okay? So you want to make sure. Yes, sweetie.
Can you make me a hot dog?
Okay, go ahead, tell Josh to make you a hot dog. Thanks. It's like, Mom, can you make me a hot dog? Hey, Josh, can you make him a hot dog? Thanks. It's like that delegation work. That's mad delegation. Yeah, so go get on the leadership call tonight, and actually, and get your teams on. If you don't have a team, you just show up. You are the team, okay? If you want to build a team, then you have to be a leader first, right? So you got to work on your leadership skills before the team shows up. I always ask people, if somebody were to dump like 2,500 people on your downline today, what the heck are you gonna do with them? Right? What are you going to do with them? Well, if you've been, working on yourself, and you're developing yourself as a leader before the team shows up, when the team shows up, you just assume that you just keep going, right? You're already a leader. So, cool. And someone just messaged me about consumables, and yes, there's some elite suppliers that, absolutely, they have great consumables, great consumable items, absolutely. So you want to do that. Okay, so I'm looking for my question in the group here. I don't know where it is. This is why I love the UOP, because it's like you post something in here and it's like gone. It's like where's your poster? Where's your post at? It's like 50 posts away now. Okay, awesome. All right. So if you guys have questions, you just post them either on the 22 social page, send me an inbox, post them in the group or something like that, and I will get them answered. We've already discussed tiling, and hopefully the things I shared with you all will help you with your titles. It's going to be, that's just the key, right? That's just really going to be the key. How do you guys like this new Facebook layout of your fan pages? Anybody can tell me why did they do that? So how fast are you able to list items now, and how many do you list per day when you're not maxed out? Well, I'll tell you, Dale, I've actually not maxed out. I've been cheating on eBay with Amazon. So I spend my time over on Amazon, honestly. And on Amazon, I'm like, I probably can list, oh God, it's sickening actually. And not to encourage you to get Monopoly, but I mean, I can look at my email and it takes me a couple. Like this is what I do. I sit on this one site. Okay, it's one elite supplier. I sit on this one site, right? And I just click on it. I have a I have a toolbar that I use. This is how sick I am. This is how fast I can do this. I have a toolbar that I use, and let's see. Maybe I'll do a bonus today. Maybe if you're on my team and you upgrade to Monopoly, I'm gonna tell you how to do this. Okay, this is so sickening. It's sickening actually. Okay, so I sit on this site. I sit on an elite supplier site. Okay, and I have a toolbar that will go out and it tells me like where items are. Right. Well, I just click on items, and then this will tell me. This toolbar will let me know if this item is already listed on Amazon. Okay, and so I just can basically, from the toolbar, I can just go to Amazon, and I just say sell on Amazon, I put in my price, blah, 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 and I go to the next one. And I can sit there, and if I do that for an hour, I could have an insane amount of items listed, like in no time, because it's just, it's just that simple. Um, Yeah, and I just love it, right? So, and you can do that from like any elite supplier, well, any website, right? So I can just pick any day of the week. I can pick a website, and I like the elite. I like elite. I like the suppliers that are in elite, and so I just basically go to their websites, and I go and see what's what's on their sites, and see if someone's already listed. And sometimes I will, like, if it's something that, if it's a consumable that's not on Amazon, then I'm listing it, right? So now I'm going to use my UPC codes, and I'm actually going to list that item. And it takes me like, a couple minutes. It's the same. It's about, it takes me more time to get the pictures than it does anything else, right? It's very, very nice. So I love it. So yeah. So I'm so I'm getting messages, of course, but yeah. So those of you who are actually, yeah, those of you who are actually in Monopoly and you're on my team, I can verify that, then I will release that information. So I'll have a special, I'll do a video, and I'll show you just how fast you can actually uh, get items listed on Amazon. So it's golden. It's very much golden. So if you, some people are messing with like, I got Monopoly, we're going to talk about this. So yes, awesome. Um, it's awesome. But what else was I saying? How fast? So yeah, so that's even on eBay. I mean, it's not even on eBay. Okay, the trick is to find a good supplier, right? To find a good source, find a good seller on eBay, and every day you just basically go to that source, okay, and you're listing from that, right? I mean, and it's faster, right? I mean, you could of course do it the way that you can do it either way, and you can do go to Amazon, type in the word blah blah blah. You can do all that, or you can just find sellers and then you just use them as your um, as your source, and you just kind of go that route. So so there's just multiple ways you can do it. I just recommend you can find a seller and list from that seller every single day, right? And you can just set a goal to do 5 items. If you don't have to go out and do the finding, then you've already cut most of your time, so then you should be able to do about 10 items a day, right? Cut your time, because all you're doing is just running your photos through the photo cropper at this point and listing items, okay? Change some of the verbiage or whatever, and just list items until you're maxed out. And if it's 30 days, then you should be going, following the training, going back to eBay and asking for limit increase or whatever that interval is. And usually they just increase it, right? You don't have to keep calling them, but sometimes they don't. Which, if not, you just call them. Cool. Hopefully that helps. But I'm really into. Today actually. I'm really going to be working on my um, on my schedule, and actually I have a paper schedule. which you should all have as well. You know, paper schedule as well as a if you want to have it on your computer or whatever, but you should definitely be scheduling your time in to get your items listed. Because the one that has the most items is the one that wins. Okay. So I think Eleanor, you said your goal is like 500 or something like before July.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what's up. So it's a numbers game. I wish I could find the training that Roger did, or when he talked about, really being able to calculate how much money you'll make, each month based upon how many listings you have, and blah 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 blah. It was like this whole work, that he did. So, but I don't know where it is. But, just keep listing and hire your kids or something to help you out. My son is my inventory. He's my inventory manager. He's gonna get fired though. He hasn't done any work in like 2 days. So now I have to fire you. I have to fire your kid. That's why they say never fire your family. I tell you, I'm just breaking all the rules.
Way to outsource.
Yeah. Man, he's not cutting it. So awesome. Well, maybe I'll give him another chance. His pay is gonna be docked, but he'll be okay. So yeah, so a prosperity call happening in just a few. What time are we?
6 Eastern, so about an hour. Well, 50 minutes.
Yep. So you all just get on the call, and stuff, and the cool thing is the call. Put your earplugs in and consume the information so that I like to say, you never know when you're gonna need it, right? You never know when you're gonna have to use the information um, to speak, right? So you just want to be ready, right? And you want to be the right person. So awesome. So that's happening tonight. Remember, there's training tomorrow. So all of you that are a part of DS Domination, I would be on the training. Okay. I know I would. I'm going to be on the training tomorrow because you never know. I mean, there's some things, some people, they be like, oh, it's going to be the same thing over and over again. Well, you don't know. Sometimes Roger mentions stuff on the trainings, and if you didn't show up, then, everybody else is getting the information and you're not. So get on the trainings tomorrow. It's 5 o'clock. 8 o'clock Eastern, okay, is the pro level training. And then 10 o'clock Eastern is the elite level training. So you can log into your back office of DS Domination and grab the links to register for the training and stuff. And then be sure, okay, be very sure. For pro level training, at least I know, you want to get logged in, as early as you can. I mean, just log in and walk away from the computer or whatever you have to do. But yeah, I mean, literally, I've logged in cause it's at 5 o'clock my time. So I've literally, cause I'm usually like doing dinner and different things. So I'll just log in and I'll just walk away, and then I know my spot is safe. So I didn't dare want to miss anything that was being said. So you don't either. So 10 o'clock Eastern is going to be elite training, and you want to get on that training. Because there's some suppliers that he mentions on those trainings that he doesn't have the videos for. So, anyways.
Right.
Right. Okay. Well, I guess I will. I'll see you guys on the team call in just a little bit. I may be back online tomorrow. Tomorrow's Wednesday, so maybe back online tomorrow. Different topic or whatever. We'll see how that goes. So, I may need to put it on my calendar tomorrow at noon. I usually do noon time because people are at lunch. So I'll let y'all know. You working at home tomorrow?
Huh?
You working at home tomorrow?
Oh, yeah, I am. I got inventory coming in. Yeah.
Shipment. I was like, oh my god. I may have to jump on a private hangout with you. I'm like, I still have not that
I
inventory.
just got finished doing my traditional stuff, my orders and stuff, all that good stuff.
Nice.
So I'm waiting on that to come in about another week or two.
Nice. Cool. 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 All right. Well, I'll chat with y'all later. Have a good day. Thanks so much for
All
all
right.
your insight and stuff. So y'all catch the recording if you missed it, because this Lisa gave some good tips about Thailand. So make sure you catch the recording. See you later. I'll see y'all.
All right. Bye bye.